Gregor Johann Mendel, born on July 20, 1822, in what is now the Czech Republic, is renowned as the father of modern genetics. A humble Augustinian monk, Mendel's groundbreaking experiments in the mid-19th century laid the foundation for our understanding of how traits are passed from one generation to the next. Mendel was born into a farming family, where he developed an early interest in plants and nature. His parents saw potential in him and encouraged his education. After attending a local school, Mendel joined the Augustinian monastery in Brno in 1843, where his natural curiosity was nurtured. The monastery provided him with access to scientific literature and an opportunity to study subjects like physics, botany, and mathematics at the University of Vienna. This blend of disciplines would later prove essential for his research. Between 1856 and 1863, Mendel conducted experiments with pea plants, Pisum sativum, in the monastery garden. He chose pea plants because they had easily observable traits, such as flower color, seed shape, and pod texture, making them ideal for study. Mendel meticulously controlled the breeding of these plants and recorded how traits appeared in successive generations. Through his observations, Mendel formulated two key principles: the law of segregation and the law of independent assortment. These laws described how individual traits are inherited through the separation of alleles, the different forms of a gene, and how different genes are passed down independently of each other. Mendel observed that traits do not blend in offspring. Instead, each trait is determined by two alleles, one inherited from each parent. These alleles segregate or separate during the formation of gametes, sperm and egg cells, ensuring that each gamete contains only one allele for each trait. This discovery explained why certain traits seem to skip a generation, but could reappear in subsequent generations. Mendel's second key principle was that different traits are inherited independently of each other. For example, the inheritance of flower color did not affect the inheritance of seed shape. This independence occurs because different genes are located on different chromosomes, which are shuffled and distributed randomly during the formation of gametes. Despite the revolutionary nature of Mendel's work, it went largely unnoticed during his lifetime. His findings were published in 1866 in the journal Proceedings of the Natural History Society of Brunn, but the scientific community of the time did not grasp their significance. It wasn't until the early 20th century, long after Mendel's death in 1884, that his work was rediscovered by three independent researchers, Hugo de Vries, Karl Correns, and Erich von Schermach. Their acknowledgement of Mendel's contributions led to his recognition as the founder of genetics. Mendel's principles have since become fundamental to the field of genetics, influencing everything from plant and animal breeding to human medicine.